Well, hello. How are you guys doing? I'm Ethan, and this is my 5th year anniversary on YouTube. Well, it's past that. It's been like a week since the actual 5-year anniversary. But each year, I do a recap of how things went, how I'm doing. How did I feel during the year? What did I make? What content did I make? Um, Well, how did my training go? Because this is kind of like this is pretty much like a training YouTube channel. I do triathlons. I train for triathlons. I do bike races, running races. I swim occasionally, and generally just kind of do whatever comes to my mind. So I thought I'm gonna, since I got to do this bike ride anyways, that I might as well do this recap while I ride for a little bit. So I'm going to do that. So, how did 2023 go? It's already crazy enough that I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. That is quite a long time to be doing anything pretty consistently. I've had my struggles here and there. I've hated it and loved it many times. But for me, in part, these videos help me kind of gift wrap things that I'm thinking about, or moments in my life that I maybe would like to remember, or times that I experienced that I would like to remember. And so it helps me in that way and kind of move on past things. And so that is kind of why I'm still doing it. And it also just gives me something else to work at. And it's kind of it is the only creative outlet that I have. So I started off 2023, still in college. I was going to University of Idaho. And training wise, things were kind of kicking off, as they always do, kind of off season stuff. And I did a couple bike races, again, like I had done the previous year. And I had won my first bike race, my first road race. It was a small Cat 5 race, but it was really fun, really cold. It was a good video, and it was a good time. And then I did another race, and I got third in a little bit more competition, but not as good of an execution. And that was good. Bike strength was always going to be coming along. I'm always going to, I think, be a better pack rider than I am a time trial rider. But we'll never know until I guess it happens one day. And I did my first triathlon. I did the Onion Man again against a pretty competitive, really competitive field. And that was my 1-year anniversary of doing my first triathlon. And I did okay. I think I got like 7th or something, but I did, much faster time than I had previously done on a much hotter day. On a much hotter day. And so we did that. I did that. And, eventually I graduated college in May. And that was a big thing, big milestone. I moved back to California. So, having to move my life again. And there was a lot going on. You know how that goes. Trying to figure out things what's gonna, you know, what am I gonna do? If you're my age, kind of get it. Or, you know, it doesn't actually matter. It's a timeless thing. Even if you're older, you've done it. You've been there. You know, going on some vacations, going on some trips, seeing family, friends, trying to manage my time, but also looking to doing triathlon nationals in August. So kind of like a short timeline. Not super happy with how things were lining up. Not as focused in on training as I'd like to have been, but had other things going on that were more important, or more I don't know if you could say more lifelong, but whatever, doesn't matter. You know how that stuff goes. And so the summer months kind of really flew by. I mean, you know, it was just all kind of a whirlwind, and just trying to land on my feet and trying to take things slow, you know, applying jobs and stuff. And, you know, did triathlon nationals. It was a really hard trip for me. It was just a hard trip in general. Just logistics wise, performance wise, but overall, you know, we can always say that I learned something and got to, you know, compete with better competition than I normally compete at locally, which is good. And I realized, of course, you know, the general things. I'm not great at open water swimming still. My biking, although it's improved, is still not great. I don't have a great position. I don't have great power. And my run is still fine. It's still good. But always can be getting faster. I didn't have a great mindset going in, and I changed a lot. 2023 is a big changing year for me. You know, I think I got a little bit more grounded this year. If you go back and look at my older videos, I'm just doing a little bit too much. I'm a little bit too extra. I'm kind of just doing a little bit too much. And a little bit too much caught up in myself. Just a little bit too much self-conscious stuff going on. You know, feeling like I have to prove myself too much to nobody. You know, on the one hand, it's like, it's a good thing for, you know, for focus and trying to really dial in and trying to do something. But it's not great for other things like enjoying your life and friends and, you know, relationships and, yeah, family. So, you know, kind of grounded myself a little bit. You know, feel like I calmed down a little bit. Kind of focusing on more just about like the living experience, you know, how am I living my life. You know, try not to be too concerned about, you know, competing and results and stuff, as everybody is. So, you know, I ended off my year not really posting a whole lot on YouTube. And I think that was probably for the best. One, I didn't really have much to say, really didn't have much to do. Wasn't feeling real inspired particularly. It was a pretty, you know, mundane. I did do one final triathlon after nationals, and I had a really good showing for myself personally. I felt really satisfied with it. I had a really slow swim, but it was an ocean swim. I didn't record any of it, just went out just to go have fun and compete, and had my fastest bike split ever, had my fastest run split ever, which was really confidence boosting. You know, I feel like my running was just like but you know, I had a really good run and felt like there was more there too. And so after that, I just kind of wind down right now to the end of the year, to where I am right now. And where's 2024 looking to head me out to right now? You know, I think these 2000s, these 2020s are gonna be, you know, they can go a couple ways here. And 2024, it's kind of one of those years in a long time where it really could go anywhere. You know, I really don't have any expectations for it. I don't have a ton of obligations. I would like to get out a little bit more, to go do some things, go see things. And I'd like to continue to compete and try to get better and see where that takes me as well. And am I going to be doing triathlon nationals again this year? I'm not sure. I would like to, but we'll see where things lie come the next couple of months. I'm going to do some more bike races, hopefully soon, which is really exciting for me. I love bike races. I've really loved kind of doing that the last couple of years. And then I'm gonna do some more triathlons, some local stuff. Hopefully find a couple draft legal triathlons and see what that looks like. See how I fare in that kind of scene. Is that gonna be kind of my direction, or what am I gonna do? Am I gonna do a half Ironman? You know, really it could go anywhere. And so I'm gonna be pretty open to try to be open to experiences this year. And try to mainly get better at swimming. I say that, but you know, I'm still not putting in as many yards as I probably should, as much time. But you know, it's tough. It's tough. So, you know, overall 5 years is great. 2023 was a big year for short form content. I did, you know, it was a pretty big year for me and on TikTok. Not really though, but I did post a decent amount of TikToks this year. They've done pretty well. Not super great, but they've done fine. I don't incredibly like doing short form content, but I've found to enjoy it a little bit more. And we're also at the same time though saying that long form stuff is still here to stay, obviously. It has always been here to stay. It's never gonna go anywhere as long as people are engaged. And so I'm gonna continue to engage in that and then just try to do my best to go over to more short form stuff. So if you enjoy short form, go check out the TikTok. I make a couple TikToks every once in a while. Usually it's just videos, my YouTube videos shortened up, or clips and stuff, which is like what everybody does. But I also might have some plans to maybe hopefully do some live streaming at some point of my workouts. I think would be pretty fun. But I don't know the logistics of that yet either. So for now I'm just gonna keep kind of chugging away, doing my thing, just you know, remembering things, trying to create, enjoy stuff that I like, and yeah, I think that's pretty much that. 2023, we've done good, kind of. It was kind of like a rebuild year, 2023, especially second half, rebuild year. 2024, we're gonna keep building and rebuilding, and we'll see where that takes us. But you know, if you've watched my video, or if you've even just clicked on it, you know, I really just appreciate it. You know, I really don't expect too many people to watch my videos at this point, but that's fine. You know, I know that I got a couple people out there that really enjoy them, I think, and you know, I enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Again, I'm not going anywhere unless I get taken out. Might be longer stuff. It might be longer times between when I post, but that'll be alright. So I'm gonna keep writing, and hopefully I will see you guys in the not too distant future. And good luck in 2024, guys.